Now that you have step 1 cleared, it's time to see what you are manifesting.
Make today amazing.
Do you know that saying, you have to see it to believe it? Well, that's like 100% true. Except for when you're doing it, you don't have to physically see it to believe it. And those of you that think you have to physically see something before you can believe it are limiting your world, because you need to see it in your mind. See it in your mind and feel it to the point where your mind believes it is true. When you can see anything without physically seeing it, you are now becoming a great creator. Before any of this amazing technology, did you think people in the 70s, 80s believed that at some point in their lives they could be walking around with a device to where they can contact people around the world in seconds or get answers to their questions about anything within a couple of minutes? No, they didn't. And the people who did create this technology, they created something from nothing nobody has ever had before, and made it into reality. They created first in their mind because they had to think about what they were trying to do. And they didn't have the physical item to see because it wasn't created yet. So they had to see it in their mind, know what they wanted to do before they could even create it. The people who create things that have never been done before and make a pretty good profit usually off of it are the real creators. They don't need to see it. They don't need anyone to tell them that it's impossible or not impossible. They see it and they believe it so much they find a way to create it. Think of it like God's creation. He took nothing and made a whole world. Now the good news is that the majority of you want something that's already been created. So half of the work is already done for you. It's something real that you want. It's something that you know that's out there. So you don't have to start from the beginning of zero to try to create something in your mind that is unbelievable or that has not been done yet. You already know what you want. You usually know what car you want and you know what it looks like. You know what kind of house you want and what it looks like. You know what kind of job you want to do and what it would look like on a day-to-day basis of what you're doing. We know what the place looks like where we want to live. And if we don't, we got Google for that to look it up and to see what it looks like. So that's what I'm saying. Most of the work is done for us. So for us, it should be so easy to manifest the things that we want. All we have to do is visualize us interacting with what we want. Whether it's an object or a job or a lifestyle, we are able to picture it because those items were already created. Since we know what these things look like, we can easily just close our eyes and visualize us interacting with what we want to create. You can see yourself doing what you want to do. When you close your eyes to visualize, look up inside in between your center brow, which we call the third eye. And then while you're looking in that spot, with your eyes closed, visualize what you want to create. Visualize what you want to see yourself doing. Let's do a small visualization exercise. Close your eyes. Imagine that you're on a beach. Now picture what you would be wearing if you went to the beach today. You're laying down on the sand. Can you feel the warmth of the sand? And now listen to the waves of the ocean as it comes onto the shore and goes back out. You hear people around you having fun. They're playing, children are laughing. Maybe you even hear a dog barking in the distance. As you're laying on the sand, you're feeling relaxed. You can feel the sun warm your body. So you stand up and walk towards the ocean. Feel the sand and the hard seashells as you walk towards the water. Now step into the water and feel the coolness of the water wash over your feet. Can you feel that? Can you see that? Does it make you smile? Practice this little exercise, and the key is to feel what you're picturing. Those visualizations should create feeling, and if you're doing it correctly, you should feel happiness, you should feel joy. If you're not, then you might want to take a step back to step one and really make sure what you're trying to create for yourself is something you really want. Then there are some times that we're trying to visualize and we hear our brain telling us that's never going to happen. How long is it going to take for that to happen? Do you see where you are right now? Do you really believe that's going to happen? And our mind sabotages us so much, and that's why we have to control it. So when you're visualizing and you get those thoughts, don't go back to step one and try to find something else. No, you got to kind of trick your mind out of it. And the way to do that is to start visualizing every day. Take at least 10 minutes of quiet time and try to visualize. For those of you that have a hard time visualizing, this is when tools come in. So create a vision board and look at it multiple times a day, or write a story about what you want to manifest and how you want to manifest it, and read the story every day while picturing it in your mind. The 55 times 5 writing. While you're writing those things 55 times, you should be visualizing as you write, and that's what keeps you focused. So many tools out there, so many that I've done videos on. These exercises are there to help you visualize. So pick your favorite visualization technique, whether it's one of these tools or just sitting down and meditating or just lying down and daydreaming. Pick one of those and do it every day until you can feel happy about it, until your mind starts to believe, hey, this can really happen. Once you get that visualization and you start to smile and you start feeling happy about it, then you're ready to move on to step 3. Don't move on to step 3 until you get step 2 down. I want you to visualize, and every time you visualize, I want you to smile or feel happy about it. Don't force it. It should come naturally. If it's not naturally making you happy, then keep on going. Keep doing this until you feel happy and joyful about what you're seeing in your mind. I love interacting with you guys, so please let me know what is your visualization technique so you can maybe help other people who are watching this and reading the comments. And if you have questions for me about visualizing and how to work, or maybe you're having some issues with visualizing, go ahead and ask in the comments. I will get to your comments and answer you as soon as I can. So thank you guys for watching step 2. I will see you soon with step 3.